Hello mate, it's your boy Poop Frog. I'm doing a video of John Dupee. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tight. You know what I mean? Like if I was English, you know what I mean? I'm from Britain, I'm from London. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know how they talk? But anyway, I don't know why I came up with that. But anyway, hey, what's up guys? I'm doing a new video today on John Dupee. I don't know if you're supposed to say his name John Dupee, but I always said John Dupee because it just seems more like how his name would be, you know? This is him, probably registered sex offender photo, I believe from the Connecticut page. Everybody knows that he is not registered or whatever, like failure to register. He's homeless, and he's out there on the streets, not registered as a sex offender. Which I don't know why you would avoid that, because, like, you're gonna get caught, and, like, your photo's already all over the internet, plus this fucking video of John Dupee, you know? Anyway, let's play a little bit of it, and what I have for you guys, I have his chat log. Like, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, because it's, like, almost Lornish, you know, and its longness, but look, I'm just gonna scroll through it for a second. Boom, you know what I mean? I found this on, there's a Reddit post. And I don't want to put the people on the, you know what I mean? I don't know if people ever want to be associated with me, like, they do this kind of stuff. But bam, yeah, dude. And this is barely getting into it. Look, boom. Boom. It's 489 pages of this, you know? So, obviously, I'm not going to do it. But, yeah, just look up John Dupee chat log redacted. Or just John Dupee chat log. And that's how I found it. And you can get into it, but I was gonna, you know, I thought about reading it, but that's like a Lauren level project, man. 489 pages of this, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, and it goes like, you know, he actually almost seems like he has some game, like not at first, but then once he starts talking to her, he kind of almost has some game. You know, I got into reading it, but then he uses a bunch of like, dude, he's sneaky. He's a lot sneakier than he looks. Like, I think at one point John Dupee was cool, like, and then he's just been on a slide, you know, and he just hasn't always looked like that, you know. He is heavy into drugs, downers as well as uppers. You know, see, this picture of him is probably from when he was 35, you know, or 31 or 32. You know, right before he really slid into drugs, his hair still looked kind of respectable. No offense if your hairline is like that, but dog, if your hairline is like that, like, use less gel. It makes your hair look balder. But anyway, let's play the video. Oh, by the way, shout out to the Walls, you know what I mean, for uploading the video. If you're not subscribed to Walls, check him out. He's got a lot of the original uploads. He's got some fun commentaries, you know. I was inspired to do this one by looking at his today. I was like, dog, why haven't I not done a Walls commentary, you know? And so you know, shout out to Walls again. Boom, subscribe to Walls.
Hello.
Hey girl, where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back from the car.
Oh, okay. Just go to the back door so nobody sees you.
And you're gonna hear my argument, but I'm gonna argue that I believe, I haven't like planned any of this out. I don't plan out my videos, but I believe that John Dupee was on like downers and uppers. Like he was on the John Belushi bullshit, you know, like that fool was on like a heavy fucking like opioid, like Percocet or fucking like heroin or fentanyl or for what's that one called, OxyContin, you know what I mean, which is a heavy opioid. And he for sure looks like he's on speed, you know. So I believe my boy was on like crystal meth and fucking heroin when he arrived, or like on some kind of like Percocet or something, like both. You know, and that's not uncommon. Like, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you were on a heavy fucking drug like cocaine, cocaine's not that heavy, right, by the way, but if you're on methamphetamine, like some heavy fucking upper like that, you'd almost want to take the edge off. You know, and vice versa, I think that's the right word. Like, if you're on heroin, you know, that shit feels bomb as fuck, and you're like, oh, I feel all bomb, you know what I mean? But you don't want to do shit but just mash on the couch. So if you do both, if you do a little speed to crank you up, you're still on fucking fentanyl or heroin or whatever. So your ass is fucking like, oh, I feel bomb as fuck. I want to go do this, do that, do that. And if there's nothing to do, fools be jumping on their phones and texting and this and that, and like That's what I think he was doing that night on Wish, Whisper, or whatever the hell his fucking his app was. I think my boy was fucking for sure cranked up. You know, he was almost smooth. If you read the chat, like almost a little smooth, not really. I think he probably used to be like a regular guy, dude, and like he'd be in the party scene. He was probably popular, you know, at one point, and he just burned everybody. It's not unheard of. You know, he's a trip. I really, he makes me sad, John Dupee. Like, I really see a lot of people I know in John Dupee. You know, not that I've stuck around for that phase of their lives, but I know a lot of people who threw their lives away and, you know, who just,
I'm at the back door.
you know, pulled a Dupee, you know.
Okay.
They didn't try to fuck kids, though. That's the difference.
Hey, what'd you bring? What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got? Show me.
Okay. Now, see, I hadn't noticed this before, but our boy John Dupee, right? Like, that fool kind of, I don't know, I've always thought he really was on the phone. Like, I think, I kind of subscribe to, like, people always ask that question if you're not familiar with that. Was he really on the phone? Whatnot. Let's try to solve that, okay? Let's see. Was he on the phone before he, you know, while he was on his way from the car to the house, okay? Was he or was he not on the phone already? Let's see.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, girl. Where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back from the car.
Oh,
He looks like he's talking on the phone at that point. Like
Where
with
are
his
you?
phone to his ear. Am
I'm
I wrong? Am I
outside.
wrong? Hold on, let's check.
My sister just got back from the car.
Let's see. Yeah, doesn't he look like, isn't that his hand held up to his face, like his right hand? Am I wrong there, or is he just... No, that's what he's doing, right? Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just go to the back door so nobody sees you.
Oh, he's talking to
I'm
her
at
right
the back
there.
door.
He's talking to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, now as he enters, he's already hung up. He's closing, he's looking around. Now he's looking down. Immediately goes to the phone. But as we know about John Dupee, right? Like when he gets arrested, one of the things Wall said was that he walks out the garage, into the garage, and immediately turns right to that curtain. You know, he surveys the garage really quick, which I think is because he's on heroin and speed. Like, he's, like, relaxed but vigilant. You know, his brain is sharp as fuck right now. This is as sharp as John Dupee's brain ever is when he's on heroin and speed. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? He's, just strung the fuck out. He really is. You know, it's not that he can't perform or hasn't performed or been a good dude. He's just been on a slide, you know what I mean? Here we go. So is he looking? Okay, he looks up. Then he looks back at his phone.
Hey,
Is this a nervous reaction for him?
what did you bring?
I think he's kind of a smooth character. I really do. Conversely, I don't think he's faking it. I think he really is texting on the phone. But also, he's purposefully texting on the phone. Probably to his sister. Yeah, I got in. Pick me up in 3. I'll text you in a couple of hours and let you know how it's going. Or, you know, just hang for a second and maybe you should pick me up or not. You know what I mean? Whatever. He's texting. I think he really is texting, but I think he's strategically texting to try to look like he's kind of busy. He's doing like a player thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's cool or that's how I am, but that's like a thing that dudes who do that are like, they're kind of strategically doing that. You know what I mean? To like, I don't know if she's so important. I don't know if it's so important that I'm here. I'm a busy guy. Everybody wants to talk to me all the time. You know, let's try that one more time, and I'm going to let it play a little bit.
Hey, what'd you bring? What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got?
Watch. Okay, and now he's, so he might be faking it. I'd take that, but I think he is texting somebody. But he's strategically doing it. He's waiting for her to ask that question. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? And then he's like, bitch, I got this motherfucking shit right here in a bag for you. He starts to strategically give her all of his attention, which is obviously the direct inverse of what he's just been doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, like, but people do this kind of stuff, and they think that they're cool, and that's cool, and that works on young girls. You know, oh my god, he doesn't like me. He just paying attention to the phone. We're just seeing each other for the first time. Why doesn't he pay attention to me? And then all of a sudden, guess what? I'll put my phone down for a second. I even got you a present, girl. Shoddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that works on some girls. But look at Nelly. You know? Look at her. she is concerned. Like, she's usually very brave. But I noticed that in the John Dupee whatever his video, she's actually kind of seems legit scared, and she's got the she's got a proportional arm. I'm just saying, like, sometimes when people wear sweaters, it looks like their arm's really long right here and really short right here, just because, like, whatever. Okay, I'll play.
Show me.
Bam, she's ready to go. Look at her, Nelly. Get back. And she's doing the right thing. She's like, where is, what's his name? Ron Silver or whatever? What's his name? What is it? Ron Knight. Ron Knight. The fucking Chris Hansen's security guy.
Nice.
Watch him. And you know what he reminds me of big time? Oh, I skipped to the wrong video. Watch this. You know what he reminds me of? Straight up. And I'm going to play it for you guys. I got it queued up. This is one. I did prepare the video for like 8 minutes. That's what I always do. Here you go. I'll play this.
What kind is it? Thank you.
Achoo! Look at
It's
him.
nice to finally see you. This is crazy.
What's up? Look at him. Oh, he's on heroin for sure. Look at his eyes. And speed. And speed. He is at the top of the world right now. He just thinks he looks cool. A lot of people think that he's like hiding his mouth, and I think there's an element, like a degree of that. But I think he also thinks he looks cool, and he's spun out of his mind. He's probably been up since the first time that they talked. I don't know how many days that was, but he's probably been up like 2-3 days right now, or like he hasn't had sleep in a couple days. He's spun, and he's on heroin to take the edge off, to make him smooth. You know what I mean? He's just trying to survive this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's got his best clothes on. Look at poor Nelly.
See?
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I've never done this. Have you?
No.
But you know what he reminds me of? Here it is. Here it is. Boom, I got it queued up. My boy is the witch from Snow White. That's what he is. In case you were wondering why he looks like the way he looks, it's because he's the witch from Snow White. Anyway, let's watch a little more John Dupee.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Look at that hug, bro. A word of advice, fellas. If you're out there and you think you're going to get a hug on a date or whatever, first off, you should be like listening a lot. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, my boys. Young fellas listening, or if you have a problem talking to girls or whatever, listen a whole bunch, okay? And for sure, she'll let you know if she wants a hug, dog. Like, you're not gonna be the one who suggests a hug and just get a hug, like, unless she feels pressured, and you don't want that. Like, if she feels like she has to hug you, sometimes you will get a hug, but that's it, bro. Like, she already decided in her head, like, I don't like this guy. He makes me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But anyway, here we go. Let him play it.
I don't know.
Definitely, hey. And if you do ask for a hug, don't ask for a hug in that way, like Frankenstein, bro.
This is crazy.
Like, he looks like a monster.
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I've never done this. Have you?
No.
And answer me in the comments. Oh, she's doing the lip bite. I noticed in Walls' video, he mentions the lip bite. That was very, very adorable. And I agree. I think it's cute. It's pretty natural, like an actress. Like, she's trying to hide how she's reacting because she's having a really can't do it reaction to this guy. She's really scared. Probably because he's very intense. He mentioned also Walls the long thumb. That is a long ass thumb. That shit looks like a G.I. Joe hand, right? Like, doesn't that look like a G.I. Joe hand? Like, the sculptor was doing a good ass job. And as an artist, right? Like, it is hard to do hands. It's one of the hardest things for me, so you sculpt the whole hand, and you just have to make it work with the thumb and you got it perfect, but it doesn't hold the thing. It doesn't hold the gun. You know, so you have to make it like unnaturally long. Because you only got like it's not like you have infinite time. You can't resculpt that bitch. You already got it done. You got it cast and everything. You made the fucking thing the way it was supposed to be. You got it done. You know, you painted that shit and everything. Just make it a little longer, bro. You get add a little paint. You know what I mean? He looks like a fake ass hand, dog. Like on like the the generic Power Rangers. You ever have those at like the Mexican store or whatever? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? With the fucking, they're like generic Power Rangers, generic Ninja Turtles, shit like that. Generic Freddy Krueger. But you would go like, and it would be like at like storage, fucking whatever. Hold on, I'm way off track. Let's just watch this.
So what do you want to do?
Don't ask for hugs.
A hug?
I don't know.
Definitely not like that. You should be like leaning down, bending your knees a little, like looking down a little, like humbling yourself. Man, if you're asking for a hug from a girl like that, you gotta get like, that's like trying to pet a cat by like raising your hands up at a cat. Or a dog. What's up, young dog I've never met? Let me raise my hands up like I'm trying to scare a fucking... He's like... That's like what you would do if you're trying to scare off a grizzly bear. You know what I mean? Raw. Like, he's trying to look all big all that. Like you're trying to scare a grizzly bear in the woods. Right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like try to look as big as possible, raise your hands up. Yeah. John Dupee trying to scare a grizzly bear. And Nervous Nelly, she goes, oh, sorry, no. Watch. Or she says something like that.
Ew.
A hug?
I don't know.
I don't know, bam. And she was probably looking in there. She was probably throwing her hands back and forth like, nope, 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 nope. When she walked in there, Chris was like, I've got this, don't trip.
Hey, boo. Hey. Let's see if I run that still out of there front Chris.
You think he was planning that for a long time? Hey, boo. Hey, boo. I'm Chris Hansen. He wanted to say that so bad. I used to love when I was originally watching the show, like how Chris he loves saying the line, this is Chris Hansen, NBC, like that was his fucking slugger. And he knew the cameras, that was their cue to come out, right? If you never paid attention that much to the show, that's what they're queued up on. He's like, when, no matter what, the cameras come out when I say, by the way, I'm Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. You know what I mean? We're doing an investigation about predators online. And he was like hella into like internet addiction. I think it's a compulsion to be on the internet. But anyway, I'll let it play. Here you go, guys. Let's watch his, I'm probably going to keep talking over this, but let's watch this one more time. I'm sorry. If you're still here, thank you for being here, guys. Graya.
I don't know.
Hey, boo. Hey. Let's see if I run that still out of there front Chris.
I like his face right there. I noticed that earlier watching Walls' thing. And then he immediately, see, that's evidence towards the phone as a nervous habit thing. Because he immediately goes to the phone. Look at his face, though, how irritated he looks. He looks pissed off. Watch. Watch his face right here.
Let's see if I run that still out of there front Chris.
Boom. Look at that fucking face. First off, he looks like a fucking chicken. To me, the way his head jerks around. Or like, you know, you like put makeup on a scarecrow. You know what I mean? Look at this fool. Bam. Fucking with his phone.
Please have a seat. Right there.
Pretending to be on his phone. Yeah, he's pretending with the decoy in the beginning. Or he might be saying to his sister, yeah, I got in. But yeah, he's pretending. I agree. Also, a thing Walls pointed out. I remember thinking that what's his name? Cologne? Jeffrey Cologne, is that his name? Something Cologne. Josh Cologne. But he was busted in the same thing. He had like a little picture in here. And remember he went to go poop or pee or whatever. And he popped his little hand out and was like, is the switch here? And I always thought he was like a fucking idiot. Like, why would the switch be right there, dog? You know what I mean? But low key, it really is. That's where the switch to turn the bathroom light on is. And I've been in places like that and I understand it. This was probably converted into a bathroom. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, John Dupee, let's walk it.
What is your plan here tonight? Just hang out and watch football? Hang out and watch football with whom?
Wouldn't it be sick if for the shot, like if you were like a if you were like a fucking, I know this is what I do, guys. If you want to watch this video, John Dupee uncut on the channel of Walls, you know what I'm saying? Watch that shit. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk over it. But anyway, wouldn't you as a set designer, right? Like, or if you were a guy like setting up a shot or a picture, I would knock all that shit off the table. Watch. This is fucking up the shot. Watch. It looks cool in this shot, but not in this shot, you know? This is drawing the eye in. It's not cool. I guess you're like, oh, the shit that he brought. You know, that's fun information. What is this shit? I would have probably left that shit off the table, honestly. You know, maybe I would have put, like, not that. That wouldn't be on the table. Especially if your dad made it, you know what I mean? But look at this. This is fucking up my shot. Wouldn't it be cool if Chris just took his arm and was like, tell me what you're really here for, John, and swept all that shit off the table onto the floor? That would be tight as fuck. That wouldn't make that big a mess. You can mop that up.
Just hang out, watch football? Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
Bailey. And how did you meet Bailey exactly?
Through Whisper.
Whisper.
Hmm?
And do you know how old Bailey is?
Look at that motherfucking posture. I'm sorry. I'm gonna ramble through this stuff, okay? Look at his posture. Oh my heavens. Look at that. That is terrible. Look at that. That's a 90-degree angle right here, folks. Look, because that's hair popping off the back of his head that's rounding it. His head's probably flat right here, or like rakasaya down into the spine. Either way, his spine bone is like right here at his neck. And then it goes yakasa, yakasa. When I was watching this, guys, I wanted to straight up. I wanted to take like a 2x4, right? Or maybe like, yeah, 2x4. Or even like, yeah, 2x4 for sure, right? A long one, like 6 feet long or something, right? And then, like fucking running up behind this fool. And I'm sorry, I'm pointing with my fucking fingers like an asshole. But look, I would like put the 2x4 across his shoulder so that it's sticking out on each side. Like he's like holding a cross right there. And then I would jump on that fool's, not jump on that fool's back, but like fucking compress his back right. I guess I would on my knees or something, right? And just knees in the back right here. And then just yank him backwards up and lifting his shoulders back towards me like this. And just snap his fucking spine straight. Look at you, buddy. That fool's been sleeping on the ground. That's what that shit is. My boy's been sleeping on the ground, sleeping in couches, upright in couches and chairs, falling asleep sitting up. God damn, look at him.
She's
Hair all
14.
slicked up and shit.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13. Not that that matters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
30.
30. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I'll tell you this. Hanson's wardrobe and makeup people at this point in his life, he looks pretty good now. Were working hard and they were doing their best, man. My boy has a little bit of weight in the face. I don't think it was all alcohol. I would disagree with that. I would say he probably got depressed and was like chilling out a lot, not doing his exercise. You know what I mean? He had a little bit of face fat. He doesn't have a big ass nose. He don't got the big giant bags under his eyes. And if he does, his makeup team's doing a good ass job. Also his wardrobe. Look at that suit. That suit looks cool. He's doing cool. He looks better in a suit right here than most of y'all motherfuckers look in a suit. I'm just putting that out there. Look at my boy here. Look how big his fucking eyes are right here. Big as fuck. Look at them pupils. I don't know how well you guys can see, but his pupils are gigosh darngantic. For how much light's in that room, it's actually purposefully has a bunch of light because it's like a set, you know, so your pupil should be pinned out. You know, that's a testament to the amount of probably methamphetamine that's in his brain. I'm not trying to like talk shit, but he's on some kind of upper and some kind of downer, like, you know. Bam, let's just play it. Also, what I originally wanted to say is, remember LA Looks? Let's look that up. LA Looks gel. Let me just show you. It's like fucking used to see LA Looks at the 99-cent store or whatever. Or like your budget store. Let me look up gel. Let me look up tub. I'm gonna type in the word tub. Yeah, like this, bro. This is for sure what John Dupee. He has this big ass tub of gel. His shit is slick as fuck. But bro, if your hair's that thin, you'd benefit from making it look a little drier. Your hair looks the most baldest when it's wet, for sure. Look at this guy. Look at him. Bam, with that big ass thick sweater on.
We just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl.
We were just talking.
Just talking. Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. Now I
And
brought...
what, get a hug?
And watch football.
Watch football.
Yeah.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens.
Damn. He kind of did own Chris right there, though. If you think about it, like, he kind of did own Chris. Like, not that he owns Chris on the whole thing, right? But right there, Chris, for sure, if you watch Chris, he for sure thinks, he's like, well, who's playing tonight then? Because Chris knows. He's a betting man. You know he bets. But John Dupee knows right away. Bam, watch.
You know, I
And
brought
what, get hug?
and watch football.
Watch football.
Yeah.
Who's playing tonight?
See that? Who's playing tonight, bitch? Because I got you right there. He's got him.
Steelers and the Ravens.
But he doesn't, because John Dupee fucking knows. Look at that. Look at that fucking guy. Heavens. Look at him. He
I have no
partied way
intentions
too
with
hard.
nothing.
No intentions of...
Nope.
Well, John, what do you do for a living?
I was working at UPS.
UPS.
Mm-hmm.
And did you walk here today, or
No, my sister dropped me off.
you don't have a driver's license?
Yeah, I did.
No car.
No.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore.
No.
What do you do now?
Can I throw this out there? If you have access to the John Dupee, all the footage, because there's a bunch of different camera angles, and unless they were like live, what's that called, a chroma key? Is that called a chroma key? Unless they were chroma keying back and forth between the fucking different shit, then there's 3 different video angles. Right? What's a chroma key? Chroma key involves filming actors and objects in front of a flat screen or a single color. No, I've got it all wrong. What's that fucking tool that they use in the movie studios that like live goes through different camera angles? Okay, here's my point. Unless they're live, like shooting, like, okay, go to shot 1, go to shot angle 2, angle 3, angle 1, and that's the only footage that they recorded, which nowadays, because of the capabilities of digital filmmaking, you can absolutely, I mean, back in the day when it was all film, yeah, I could understand switching cameras on and off to capture the film, but bro, it's all digital. It's like literally 50 cents, if anything. No, not even that, to store the data. You know what I mean? Whatever. If you're out there and you have access to the footage, please give us all the different angles, man. Like the Lorne footage that's 4 different angles. Boom.
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls.
I don't try to talk to. I just try to find a girl to talk to and hang out, whatever.
What's interesting is how his head jerks around, but his torso doesn't move at all. Watch this. It's weird. It's like it's like a puppet. He's like a puppet.
And how many
Watch
times
him.
have you
He
done
looks like a
this
puppet.
with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
No.
Well, who's Brittany?
Watch how his torso doesn't move around, but his head jerks around.
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
What was this?
Look at his
The
torso.
last few weeks.
Stationary.
So you say to Bailey on Whisper.
Look at this too. He's he's balding, and instead of like adjusting the way he combs his hair or whatever, he's like cocked his like fucking part to this weird angle that like tries to sweep it over. Bro, if you're trying to cover it up like that, dog, fucking let it look drier instead of like all. Why would you do that? That's
But you're
weird.
30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that pic. Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty cool.
You want to see how lazy Chris Hansen is? Watch, listen to what he says right here, and let's try to find it in the chat log. Because he didn't read this shit. Nobody read
Are
it.
you? She says 13.
Tetra Core probably highlighted it for him. But if this was like the fucking Lorne shit, it would be. Remember how Lawrence was thick as a telephone book? John Dupee's motherfucking chat log is 489 of these little text pages long. Okay? And that makes it shorter than Lawrence, but it ain't this thin. I'm telling you, they didn't do a very good job with this. I'm just saying.
You say, you're not 13 in that pic. Yes, I'll be 14 next month.
You're not 13 in that pic. Look, even I read far enough to find that line. I didn't do it like with that, in mind. Honestly, I didn't think about it like that. I just read through, and I remember reading that. Oh, you're not 13 in that pic. Watch. It's like not even that far in. I love Latina girls. I never had a Latina girl. Watch. I'm 13. Damn, are you? Wait, huh? I'm 13. Damn. Are you? I can't really do it. Okay, whatever. For real? Yeah. You're not 13 in that pic. LOL. We're on page 8. So, okay, good quote right there. That's when she mentions her first name. Okay, let's see how they put this together.
It's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to.
He's talking about come. All right, let's play.
Feel me inside you, baby. Has that line ever worked for you before?
No.
He's like, no. But it has. You could tell by looking at him. He's banged some chicks with that bullshit.
Before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no. I mean.
Well, what am I to make of this?
And here's my evidence that John Dupee is actually like a popular guy, or was, you know? And his people, God bless their hearts, have abandoned him because he was at like a halfway house, which means nobody wanted him to live at their place. And then now he's off the thing, like he's off the charts. Like, he's homeless somewhere, or he's living on somebody's couch, but he's disappeared, you know? And, so obviously they've disowned him, you know, unless of course some powerful people have taken care of him or something, you know, and they have him somewhere, shelled up, and he's living in a mansion, like the mansion he partied in, you know? But anyway, John Dupee, man, I think he had friends. I think he was a cool guy at some point, and like, he just slid. I'm gonna let it play. We'll make fun of, don't worry, I'm gonna make fun of everything. I'm gonna make fun of how his shirt looks, all this shit.
There was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly? And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That shit was edited, dog. He probably said some shit. Dude, I want the uncut footage. I know that Walls, shout out to Walls, subscribe to Walls, says it's uncut, and probably this is the best available, but bro, that shit is edited, unless they have one of those live guys, like a producer, like, switch to camera angle 1, camera angle 2, fucking this, that, you know, obviously they're directing it, but I think that there's recordings of all the angles, so they have more options during editing. Of course they did that. But anyway, let's play it. I'm gonna let it play for a second, I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna even rewind it for a second for you guys. There's no intentions with nothing. Haha.
Next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Feel me inside you, baby. Has that line ever worked for you before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no. I mean.
Well, what am I to make of this?
There was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly? And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
How long ago?
Maybe 8, 9 years ago.
Well, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This does not look very
Chill.
good for you, John. The chat, the appearance.
You know what I thought originally when they said the appearance? Let's watch that again real quick so you can know what I'm talking about. But let me just say, I just thought this right now. I've always thought this.
Snuck into a mansion and partied for days.
When Chris Hansen says the appearance, I always assumed he was talking about like how he looks right here. But he's saying like the appearance, like showing up. Like the chat log, the appearance, like the appearance, like the verb, the appearance. You know what I mean? Like, but I always thought he was saying like how you look instead of like that you showed up. You get if it. I don't know. Maybe I'm nonsense right now, but the appearance, like it sounds like he's judging him, and I always was like, "Damn, Chris, get it." But in retrospect, I think he was saying like that you showed up. I guess that's the way I'm explaining it. Let's try that roll.
Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
How long ago?
Maybe 8, 9 years ago.
Oh, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the Cheetos, the dark chocolate.
Throw that shit on the ground, Chris. You don't even have any condoms? You piece of fucking shit. He was gonna expose a young girl. Let's always remember that. Young Bailey, 13, right? 13 that pig. No way, Johnny. No way, Johnny, Connecticut, Johnny Santoro. Hey, she was saying some shit like, you have muscles and shit. Maybe that's why he's wearing such a big ass shirt. Let me try to find that muscles bullshit. My parents got a divorce. Oh, they moved from California. Gotcha. Really? Okay, whatever. Everything's smushed here, like close together. Whatever. She's like from California. You know, her parents divorced. See, that always kind of gets me is that a lot of these decoys use that shit. Like, my parents are split up. Da 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 da. My mom beats me. Whatever the fuck it is, they use that a lot. And people, these guys, instead of being like, damn, this kid's abused, you know, like, I should help them, you know, instead they try to like prey on that, like, oh, your mom fucking's new boyfriend beats you, or oh, you fucking are exposed to this and that, your parents are divorced, you're in a new town, oh, I'll be your friend, you know what I mean? But let me see, she says some bullshit about muscles in a minute. We grew up in California, it's the sunny beach, LOL. Well, oh, here it is. Well, I see you got muscles, LOL. So Connecticut can't be totally bad. And he's like, yeah, not my bad. I brought by New York City, too. It's the sunny beach, LOL. Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. No, not that bad, LOL. No, that's him. No, not that bad, LOL. Right by New York City, too. I'm going to say it like that because that's how he looks to me. I still got to go there, Ling. Well, you got time now, LOL. Yep, LOL. Wait, okay, now she's texting him on his phone, right? The girl you stayed up with last night, sleeping in 6. She says some bullshit about muscles again. And he doesn't correct her. Check this part out. This part I thought was funny. Hold on, they're talking about looking tore up. He's like, are you sleeping? LOL, ha ha ha. I'm John Santoro, right? My ass off, not yet. But I was looking tore up today. Haha, tore up? LOL, yeah. I had a beat down look too. Till I took a shower and had some coffee, LOL. I need a frappuccino, LOL. Yum, me too sounds blazing. So he's saying, yum, me too sounds blazing. Sounds blazing? That's fucking whack, bro. I don't know where this guy learned to talk, but that isn't cool. I'm not from the East Coast. I don't know if that's a cool thing to say. You know, if you're from the East Coast, please leave me a comment about if you say sounds blazing a lot. Johnny Connecticut does. For sure. What are you doing tonight? Hold on. She says some bullshit about muscles. Swears. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, because he's talking about she's going to babysit, shopping with my mom. Mostly she'd be shopping for herself, though. Oh my God, you're a brat. Serious shopping? Send me a pic wearing something. It'll look nice. Maybe you send me a pic wearing something. Shopping for a work trip this week. I'm like, Mom, stop playing me. I need clothes too. Oh man, maybe his mom bought him those fucking clothes. The 99999 shit? Damn. Damn. This guy is fucking crazy. Wow, what a piece of shit. I'm gonna read more of this. This is a good little spot. Let's play the video.
Not in your pockets.
No.
But you see how this looks.
Absolutely. I mean,
You're 30 years old. The girl you were talking to.
Correction, he is 40. If you don't know about this, he is 40. He's sliced 10 years off of his age. And I gotta say, guys, look, his wrinkles in his neck, like there's like a necklace right here, right? From here to here, kind of. You know, but look at how many wrinkles are in his neck. He's got a lot of wrinkles in his neck. But let's play it.
Told you very clearly she was 13.
I mean, I had no intentions just besides
John, why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
just to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
I mean, it depends how, like, I mean, if I'm a good person, you know, like...
Yeah, but typically good people don't meet strangers online, talk about sex.
See, Chris looks weakened right here. He's crossing his arms a lot. I mean, this guy must make people really nervous. I wonder if he was like low-key tough or anything. He doesn't look tough to me, but I haven't seen him in person. He might have a whole look about him.
Why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
He might have been buff at some point.
To hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl...
Like, he was like buff at some point and like was scared. People scared of him. Look how he looks. He's comfortable in this situation. He really is. Like, I'm not trying to hype him up. I think he's like a bad guy, you know what I mean? But I think at some point fools love this guy. Like, he was loved a lot. Like, and he just went way off the rails. It was before he looked like this. He was still pretty normal looking, you know. He hadn't partied this hard, you know. His brother had won the his younger brother had won the lotto, you know what I mean? And they got a house, and he was living, I think, with them, his brother and sister. And from what I understand, like, you know, those kids had a hard time coming up, but his brother and sister are well loved, you know. Were like, the community loved him. So I imagine at some point John was too. You know what I mean? I know families like this where like one of them is like homeless and just weird, and it's like, wow, man, like how did you end up that way? Your brother and sister are cool as hell. And I think that was John's case. Let me play it. And he was just, you know, rolling with his... I mean, he was probably respected, like, where he came from. You know? Look at him. Let's play it up.
I mean, it depends how, like... I mean, if I'm a good person, you know, like...
Yeah, but typically...
His teeth are bad, too, guys.
Online, talk
I
about
meant to
sex,
zoom in on it.
Visit, and within 3 minutes, ask for a hug.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug. That was it.
With a 13-year-old girl. Walked right in the house.
Well, she told me to come in.
Does that make it right? Knowing that she's 13.
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know, without getting her okay.
Now, you talked about spending the night. Here, tonight.
Look at him with his little hand at his chin. He looks nervous. He's all crossing himself. This fool must come off like he stabbed you or something in person.
Well,
Yes or no?
it depended, you know, like, if she had to wake up in the morning, you know, like, if I was...
He's
gonna
covering
take
up
her
too
to
big time,
school,
though, with his
she
hands.
said
Look at
she
him,
didn't have to
bam.
go to school today.
Covering up his
Or
organs.
tomorrow.
So you
They're
could just
both
spend the night
nervous
and
as
hang
hell.
out with a 13-year-old girl. That's cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it.
You talked about it?
I mean, I was going to leave after the football game.
Unless you spent the night.
No, I didn't plan on spending the night.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, a little dinner.
Yeah,
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
you know, just come over, have some cannolis, you know, some snacks, watch the football game.
Who's ringing you up?
Oh, my cousin.
See, he's saying his cousin. I think it was his sister. Like, are you cool? You know, you told me to text you at this amount of time, and da-da-da-da-da. And he's starting to sweat because he's realizing that he has to tell his sister a lie. So he's formulating the lie right now. He's going to tell his sister a lie. Look how much like a skull this part of his eye looks. Look, if, you know, follow my cursor. Look at that skull. Look at that eye socket. Bam. If you're sculpting a zombie, you know, look at him. Bam. That's how you sculpt a zombie. This big old cheekbone. Like a dead person. Like that. You know what I mean? Like, look at him. The dead. Look at him. Look at this cheekbone. Like a skull. See his skull? You see it? I'll trace the outside of his skull right here. This little eye socket. Right here. Into his little eye socket.
What is your
Like a
cousin?
zombie.
Does your cousin
Look at him. Bent. Bent like the freaking
know
Snow
that you're
White
coming to
witch.
visit a 13-year-old girl tonight?
No.
Your sister?
Sister?
She
No,
was,
I haven't thought about my
she was
sister.
hanging out with a girl.
So So what would your sister think if she knew she was dropping you off?
Chris, I was defending him about the alcohol. Woof, brother. Look at those eye bags. That's an alcohol trademark. Woof. If you guys are out there drinking a lot, his nose is not really suffering yet. You know what I mean? His nose is hanging in there. His ears are hanging in there. With them eye bags, that might be just lack of sleep or something. But I don't know, Chris. Also, grow some eyebrows, my boy.
Sister think if she
Yeah,
knew...
I would. I'm not Mr. Pluck your eyebrows or anything, dog. But if you don't have any eyebrows, like, you should get some eyebrows, bro. Figure that shit out, bro. Like, my eyebrows are fine, bro. Like, how come you don't have no eyebrows?
She was dropping you off at the home where a 13-year-old girl was
This
alone.
fuck, dog.
Think she'd be cool with that?
Look at his hand. Oh, he's got an elderly man's hand. Look at them ropes of veins. Damn, John Dupee. That's what I'm saying. Fucking opioids, and he's doing both. My boy is on a sick one. Look at him.
I mean, she probably would say, you know, just don't do it, you know, don't do anything stupid, you know?
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
It seems like you've already done that.
All I was doing was just coming here to watch the game.
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old girl online using graphic sexual language.
Damn.
What do you think should happen to you?
So I'm not like that. I'm a bad guy. Trust me.
How does this look? How does that look?
Damn. See how he dropped that right there? He's like, how does this look? Watch, let's do that again.
How does this look?
Bam, you fucking slut. You know what I mean? That's what I want him to do with this bullshit on the table. Like, as a fucking... This isn't that bad. The T... You think he was trying to move it into frame? Or the guy was. Somebody's trying to frame that in the rule of thirds. You should have put that bag up here, dog. You know, get that shot, like, up higher in the frame, like this. You know, but then you don't got Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Chris needs to be shorter. This table needs to be taller, I think. I don't know. But I think it would be powerful if Chris like, you fucking bitch, like, bam, but he doesn't say you effing bitch, but he like slides all that crap off the table. Like the way he threw that script. And that would have been more powerful too. Excuse me about that. But if they would have thrown his actual chat log, which is 489 pages of fucking this. Okay, so let's play it.
Using graphic sexual language. What do you think should happen to you?
Bam! Throws it off the table.
So I'm not like that.
Sent to an island?
I'm a bad guy.
How does this look?
I want to show you
How
his
does that
teeth.
look? Johnny, you tell me. How does it look? If you were me, what would you think?
That's a good shot.
That I honestly made a mistake.
Bam. Okay, let's try to get it froze up where his teeth, you can look at them.
That I honestly...
By the way, if you want to see this, John Dupee, uncut, walls. Check that out if you want to, without me blabbing over it. Hold on. Let's try to get his
If you were
fucking
me, what would you
teeth.
think?
That I honestly...
Woof. Almost got it.
That I honestly
Ah.
made a mistake.
That you made a mistake. Well, that's true. And how would you define that mistake?
Not to...
Ah. His teeth are fucked. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm going to let
Define
it
that
play.
mistake.
Not to talk to girls like online.
Or try to come over and have sex with them.
I wasn't trying to come over and have sex with her.
John, you want me to read it again? I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I want you to feel me inside you, baby. I mean, what do you mean by that? Sounds like sex to me.
What does
I was just
Chris
playing
have on
with
his
her,
wrist, though?
Just playing with her.
I'm not playing with her, but, you know, just seemed like where she was, you know, like...
She was 13.
I mean, I'd never had sex with her. I mean, I didn't plan on coming here to have sex
not
with her.
Look at Chris. Chris has not been on his high horse like this in a while. I would argue that that the fandom around To Catch a Predator saved him from like a suicide. I would say like Chris Hansen, like he's always been cool, but I think Chris Hansen like went through a thing. You know what I mean? And he got a little jump, you know, out of the gutter with Hansen vs. Predator. And then he's like been coming back. And I think he's starting to find his groove again, man. With like connecting with the roots. He's doing his like Michigan or whatever collaboration with the police. He's filming little interviews in hotels, and I think that's tight. And he's starting to do hella interviews where he's being really honest, and I think he's reinventing himself, and I wish him the best. I've never hated on Chris Hansen. I always kind of like, I'm not saying like he didn't burn anybody and do some wrongs, but how many among us have not done some wrongs? But look at all he's given us, guys. Look at all he's given us. And this kind of was him firing back like, what's up? I'm Chris Hansen. You don't know me. I'm Chris Hansen. Let me tell you what's up. Let me play it. And he's starting to really find his groove again, guys. And I really respect him. You know what I mean? What's up, Chris Hansen? Great. Anyway, here you go, guys. I'm going to let it play.
Tonight, because I walked in.
And I didn't plan on it.
You didn't plan on it? Come on, you talked about it.
Like, that wasn't my intention.
Knock that shit off the
I
table,
talked to her
Chris.
all day today about just coming over, watching the game, and just hanging out.
Salads.
About what?
You talk about salads.
About, like,
Does
food
he
and
say,
stuff?
hold on, what? Hold on.
About what?
You talk about salads.
He says,
I talked to her all day today
What,
about
just
just
hold on,
coming over,
what?
watching the game, and just hanging out.
Salads.
About what?
You talk about
hold on,
salads.
what? Yeah, see, he's kind of getting it too. Like, he's focused, like John Dupee. I would argue that he is focused. He's focused as a totally doped out, rotted out skull. He probably, no, I'm not going to say it, but he would probably smoke a little crack. Not Hansen, not my boy Hansen. Chris Hansen, great. That suit looks great, by the way. And whoever did his makeup and his hair and shit did a good ass job. Look at him. He looks great. Look at him. For what he really looks like he looks great. You know what I mean? No offense. At this point, looks a lot better lately. But at this point, like, the fact that they made him look as good as they did is like a tribute, man. What's up, makeup artist of Connecticut or wherever the fuck? Anyway, here you go, guys. Blah.
About, like, food and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, while we're watching the game.
This is a whole different kind of food here that you're talking about.
Okay, there's been a whole thing. I'm not going to say nothing about it that much, but look it up. Watch this footage, guys. And it doesn't match up. I haven't read the whole chat log, so I can't confirm that. But everybody says, like, there's no talk of eating salads or anything like that, licking bum holes or whatever. Like, so he's legitimately confused right here. He has not mentioned any salads, so he starts talking about the food that he's bringing, which lines up with this stuff here. I will get this yellow bag at least off the table. Leave the Cheetos, man. What is that? Chips pop in a bar? What is this? What is this over here again? I forget. Oh, a chocolate bar. Yeah, chips pop in a bar. That's like a ghetto meal. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store, you get a soda, you get some chips, and you get a motherfucking candy bar. And that's like the ghetto meal of like when you're a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, if you get money for that, you're like a styling. You know what I mean? You're clowning. You know, I got a fucking soda, some chips, and a candy. So like, this fool right now is clowning, dog. Like, as stupid as that seems, that's clowning for a kid. What he thinks this chick is up to that ends up being Chris Hansen. But look at Chris, man. I'm not talking shit. You know what I mean? He still looks cool in that suit. Fuck you. That's a nice ass suit.
So what do you think should happen? You're in a bit of a fix here.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Well, there's something you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
No.
Please, come over.
Just follow my commands. You have anything on you that's gonna hurt us? Any weapons? See your scar?
What the fuck is that? Hold on, we're gonna look at that. Sorry, I was trying to let it play for a while. Let's look at that. That cop has some weird shit on his head. What are they doing? Let's watch that. Hold on.
No.
Well, let's watch this again. Hold on.
You're in a bit of a
Remember
fix.
his little face. Watch his little fucking angry face.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
I'm sure.
Well, there's something you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen. And
More authority.
This is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
He's like,
Sir, if
fuck.
you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
Look at Ron Knight. Ron Knight was ready to go. Remember how in a lot of them, like Ron Knight was not nearby? Watch Ron Knight. come the fuck in.
wanna
If you
leave,
guys
go out
are
there.
new to like Hansonville and stuff like that, and like Chris Hansen, this has always been Chris Hansen's guy on all the original To Catch a Predators. For me, honestly, seeing that connected with Hansen versus Predator legitimized Hansen versus Predator to me. And Chris Hansen, if you're watching this, my boy, straight up, keep Ron Knight, man. To me, it's like that's the real shit. That's like Letterman. What's his name? David Letterman, and the guy that fucking plays in his band and he's bald, Paul, some shit like that, Phil or Paul or some shit like that. That's to me like this, bro. Like fucking Chris Hansen and Ron Knight. I think Ron Knight should be fucking hyped up more. Look at him. He's been there for Chris. He's strapped too. He was all strapped up. Remember in the what's that guy's name? That fucking Stephen Buchanan from the same Sting. Remember him? Stephen Buchanan. Okay, I will look it up, but whatever. But he's down. He's always been down. But anyway, let's watch Dupee for just a second. I'm gonna rewind it because that's what I do. This is Poop Frog. If you want to watch it without me talking, John Dupee uncut Walls video straight up. Let's watch some more.
Yeah, while we're watching the game.
This is a whole different kind of food here that you're talking about. So what do you think should happen, John? You're in a bit of a fix here.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Shoot!
Well, there's something you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
He doesn't know what's up, and then he goes, "Oh shit, I'm on
If
video."
you want to leave, you should go out that door.
Look at that big ass sweater. He looks like he's like, okay, look. This is like a shirt like how they would have in, remember that like Weezer, that band Weezer? Hold on, let's look up Weezer. Weezer, 90s. So I'm just going to go 90s. Okay, and then look up that, how they used to dress. Like, that fool looks like he'd be in Weezer. Hold on, look. See how they have like this bullshit? Sweaters and shit, and like, I don't know, he looks like he'd be in Weezer. Whatever, I can't actually find anything that looks like what I'm saying. But whatever, he looks like he'd be in like the 90s. Like, he'd be in 311 or something. You know, a tippa tippa, a tuppa a tippa tippa, a jubba a jubba jubba, a jubba. He's like rap, but like ska. I think that's where he's from. But look at how big this motherfucking shit is. He looks stupid. It looks like somebody cracked an egg on the back of his head. Hold on. It looks like somebody cracked an egg on the back of his head. It's like all ball and shit. Hold on. Splat. A fucking egg on that head. Look how like baldly, like it looks like I go bald right here. I go bald right there. Look at that fool. Bald as hell with your fucking LA Jam. LA Looks. Motherfucking LA Looks hair gel. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna get out of here. Nope. I would search through his, if I was one of these cops, right? I'll be like searching the fuck out of this fool, right? You're gonna check this, cause he's a doper, he's a crackhead. He probably snuck, honestly, the kind of guy this guy is, probably already had drugs in his asshole. I'm telling you, in like a little fucking rose tube or some bullshit, like he had some shit stuffed up his ass in a condom for in case he goes to county jail, he can sneak it in if he has to do prison. That fool could hold it for weeks up in his ass, and he takes it out every time he goes number 2. I'm telling you, the kind of guy like this, what do they call it? Coming back correctly, you know what I mean? Where they go into jail, like, knowing they're going to go to jail, so they come back with a bunch of drugs, like 10 grams of drugs in his ass, so that he could, like, share with the fellas, and they fucking don't beat him up. I don't know. This guy's clever, dude. I'm telling you, he has drugs in his ass when they bust him. He has some shit, or for just himself, in a little baggie or something with a string. He has this shit up his ass, so that if he goes to jail, he can maintain his little habit for a second. Because them opioids going to be hard to come off of, and he's going to have to fucking trade with fools. This fool already fucking, I'm telling you, he has drugs in his ass. You know, and look at that shit, like he cracked an egg on his head. But anyway, these cops, watch him run up. I forgot what I was even talking about.
Any weapons? Backseat of his car?
He's like, fuck. Fuck. But he's glad he stuffed those drugs up his ass. Look at her, Beth. My girl Beth right there. There she is.
Yep.
That's the head cop. Look at her. Look at that. She had to check her gun in. A lot of fools don't know this, right? But if you're a cop and you fucking go into the interrogation shit, you can't have a gun in there. You can't. You're not supposed to have a gun. Have you guys ever seen that video of that dude? Straight up. It's from near where I'm from, where the video originates. But this fucking dude goes into this little shit right here, and the cops leave him alone for a second. They're like, okay, stay here. You know what I mean? And this fool, straight up, he's uncuffed. You know what I mean? He reaches in his shit. They didn't search him, dog. He pulls out a 1911, a 45, dog, and goes, blow, and just busts a shot through his head. Blow, and just throws his brains across the wall. And fools running there like, shit. But it's been released as like a training video of like, this is why you search fools. You know what I mean? But look at her. She don't have a gun. It's in a little, hey, that's a cool little holster. You know what I mean? What is that? Is that a fucking Glock? That's a Glock. Look at her. I think that's a Glock. Anyway, she's got a little Kydex made, but they have to turn in their gun so that they don't fucking get emotional and shoot this fool, or he don't try to snatch it from them. You know, so they have to turn in their guns in the interrogation rooms. Anyway, let's play it.
Here. So, why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house
Try again,
And how did
bitch.
you learn about that house?
by talking to that girl,
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Bailey.
Mm-hmm. And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone? Or
Both.
like actual voice-to-voice conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Hi, baby. What you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for you.
Hey, in Walls' video, he was saying that there's like a couple of these calls. I haven't listened to them, but they're like 45 minutes a piece. Like, and they just play like a half a minute or two of these calls right here. But straight up, he was like, shout out to Turpid Core, what's their name? Intrepid Core or Tetrid Core for enduring these phone calls. Shout out to Tetrid Core. Blah.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I love you.
How did you first meet her?
On the internet?
What part of the internet? An application?
Mm-hmm.
What was the app?
Whisper.
And what-
Hey, and like to solve some mysteries out
You
there,
want-
right?
what was the
Okay.
app?
I'm gonna say a couple things. Okay, look, this stuff 9999999, right? I always assumed, you know, that this was because this makes sense to me as a fashion item, from the 2010s, like the early 2010s, 2009 to 2013. I will call this style 2014. Let's be generous, okay? Mr. GGG Global Green Gesto, you know, whatever the name is. Let's shout him out. Because I'm not a hater. GGG meaning clothing. Okay, whatever. Gennady Golkin? No. That's not it. It's some, now I have a fucking duty to fucking search. Okay, 999 meaning clothing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, whatever. It's something green, Gilroy Green, Global, some shit. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's G. I don't even care anymore about what I was talking about. I'm fucking a little bit upset. Whatever. It's some bullshit. But I remember this style kind of being a thing, except for how big his shit is. And all I can think of is how in the chat, she was saying like a couple times, like, oh, you have muscles, though. You have muscles. And his original picture, if you look, he looks a lot healthier. He looks like he might have some muscles. You know what I mean? So I feel like he's just shrunk so much that he looks like a skeleton in this bullshit. Look at him. I got some pictures, man. I got some funny pictures of him. But let's play it. Let's play it.
About you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
I know, I should never.
Look at her. She's just trying to look interested. She's doing a wonderful job. I'm not going to tell her name or anything, but she's known for this. You know, her name's out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, they say it in the series. It's cryptic. You can look her up, but I don't want to do that. That's weird. You know what I mean? I did look into she's got some karate seminars and shit. Like, she's like a really good cop, and I respect her a lot. Her name's Beth. I don't want to say her name, but they say her name Beth in here. You know what I mean? In the public access footage, and I'm not trying to call her out. I feel like I'm doxing. I don't know. But Beth, she obviously wanted to be like, she's been on camera a lot. You know what I mean? But Beth, she's like a good cop, and let's watch her do interrogation. She's doing a good ass job. Let's watch her.
Said no stupid shit like that.
And you're talking about wanting to make her calm.
I know.
Look how she does it all with a straight face.
What did you think?
See,
that-
all those
like,
angles
what did she say?
is what I'm saying are out there. There's like available somewhere. It exists, like all the angles, you know? Release it, guys who have control of that. Release it for us. That's wonderful information. I want to see every little reaction of John Dupee. I want to see every little expression of her. I want to see the whole thing go down so we can learn as much as possible about reading people's faces that are devious and bad. And, you know, no offense, John Dupee, you know what I mean? Like, try to live a good life, my dog. But, you know, he's kind of being his worst self.
Supposed to read from that, like.
Well, honestly, when I was talking to her, I was hoping that there was a chance that
See how it's relaxed?
You know,
She's
that's
relaxing him.
it was just. I don't even know why I said that to her.
Yeah. Alright, let's stand up. I'm gonna stand up and turn around. And behind your back.
Damn, she cuffed him. Inside the room. I wonder why she did that.
Again.
Yeah, first.
I wonder why. Oh, he probably said something about a lawyer or something. Let's rewind that a little.
It was just. I don't even know why I said that to her.
Yeah. Alright, let's stand up.
Okay, yeah, probably they cut that out. That's what I'm saying. Give us the footage. Show us the stuff. Is there a John Dupee interrogation somewhere? Hold on. I don't know how to spell it. Hold on, interrogation is how you spell it. It is how you spell it. Okay, cool. Dang, you guys want to watch that a little bit? Let's watch that a little bit. Oh, you know what we were going to talk about? I just remembered while I was doing that. But we're going to play this. But let's talk about a little bit his dang. Let's talk about his story. Let's talk about it. This is his brother, okay? And he is dead, R.I.P. From all accounts, he was like a nice guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think John Dupee at some point was a nice guy. He was like, everybody kind of liked him. You know what I mean? And here's his brother. I guess they won the lotto, you know what I mean? And they all lived in this one house where they bought the lotto, you know what I mean? They won the lotto. Okay, look, this is when John Dupee was on prison. His brother, that guy, and his sister, who were like good folks, you know, cool guys. Like, I imagine John was about 5 years before, you know, whatever, you know. Sorry, man, but, you know, I imagine John was like kind of cool, you know what I mean? Like a nice guy. There he is. You know, and like he was their older brother, and they both died while John was in prison, right? Okay, but this is, you know, these are some pictures. That's the wreck. The article is driver charged with DUI, drugs, hours before fatal crash. I guess he bailed out of prison the night of his DUI and he was still fucked up when they released him on bail. I guess, kinda. Or maybe he was sober in the, you know, according to their blood test, and then he immediately, when he got right out of jail, like he immediately like got high and drunk again. You know what I mean? And then they drove their car on like an off ramp, him and his sister, and like fucking blasted their car to bits, and they both died. You know what I mean? That's his brother and sister. The only people probably in his life, because his mom and dad, you know, I don't know, it seems like they were not in their lives. You know what I mean? But yeah, boom. These are pictures of the site. You know, I don't know what it's, all these ads. You know, I guess it's part of the Connecticut Post. You know. But yeah, man, that's their theme. I'm looking at this for the first time. That's pretty graphic. I don't know why I'm still looking at that. I guess that's all that there's gonna be. Oh man, is that his sister? Dang, you know that's sad, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, let's watch the interrogation a little bit.
You want the pencil? Okay. You got it?
It's a pleasure working with you, gentlemen. Absolutely.
We had some pizza together, you know.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Just the pizza. Yep. Is it yours?
John?
Your name is Beth. Okay, this is Fred. And you signed your rights downstairs, and I just, before we talk, I have to have you sign another form. And this is the same stuff you initialed downstairs. I just want you to see that your name is there, and just initial again and sign if you're willing to talk to us.
Oh, by the way,
What is my,
this is the John Dupee police
Yeah,
interrogation.
to that point yet, because
If you feel like not having me talking over stuff on Joey's TCAP channel, big shout out to Joey's TCAP.
those charges, but
Sorry, I'm gonna pause it. Joey's TCAP, man, is a great channel on YouTube. I'm sure everybody knows about him that knows about me for sure. I hate to think that, like, you know, I was introducing someone to his channel, but hey, big shout out to Joey's TCAP channel, my boy. With John Dupee's police interrogation. Yeah, bless, man. Let's watch this.
we want to talk to you and hear your side of it, and then we'll go from there.
Damn, he's signing shit. No, he's not. Yes, he is. See that pen? Damn. John, what are you doing, stupid? What a dildo. Oh my god. Whatever, dude. Signing your shit away right there. That was Beth. All Beth. Being sweet.
You're from Lola.
Yep. There you go, Beth.
What's your family? They still in Lola? Are you single? No, just Judith dropped you off. Any other sibling? Older or younger?
And I look at the boy.
You have a little boy? How old?
Hmm?
Do you see him? You have full custody? Visits? What?
Visit.
Where is he?
Lives in Norwalk.
And you work for UPS or you're on
I
a
just got laid off until they holiday season come back around.
Right.
You think he's getting unemployment?
Do you work there through the night or during the day?
Morning.
So, why do you think you're here?
Because I was at our house.
And how did you learn about that house?
I'm talking to a girl.
Remember what the girl's name
Bailey.
And how are you talking to Bailey? Are you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice-to-voice conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you guys want to stomp on his fucking back and, like, pull his shoulders back and just stomp on his fucking back? Growl! You know what I mean? Like, bam! I want to snap his back like 7 times. Look at that fucking hunch. Like I was telling you, it looks just like the Snow White arch. Look how fucking far that he's synced. Look at him. I know that it's a higher camera angle, but realistically, look at the angle at which his back is arched. Oh my lord. He looks like he's fucking in the Super Bowl. Like he's got fucking the jacket over it, like it's the Super Bowl and it's all cold in the city, and he's got his pads on under the jacket. Look at him. He looks fucking terrible.
Did you first meet her?
Internet.
It looks like a vulture.
What was an application?
Mm-hmm.
What was the app?
Whisper.
And what do people go on Whisper for? Like, what drew you to Whisper?
Just to talk, chat, you know.
With people you know, or
No,
strangers, or
I mean, I've
what's
met maybe like one person that I know not there. That's it.
Yeah.
There's people like all over the United States.
Oh, okay. Do people use their real names?
I mean, I do.
Do you expect when you meet somebody that's really their name?
I mean, I would hope. I mean, I'm telling the truth, you know?
What name do you use on Whisper? You use John Dupee?
No, I use John in Connecticut.
John in Connecticut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any other online names you use?
No.
What's the name stand for?
See how if you didn't see the footage before, you would think he has hair? Like, if you didn't, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't look that bad from this angle. The way he's got his hair all slicked all crazy is fucking making him look bald. If you were to fluff it out, you know what I mean? Come in with a brush, you'd look okay, you know what I mean? Come on, John Dupee. It's not, you know what I mean? If you, look at him though, like a football man. Look at him.
Never use that.
He's probably scary
No, I
looking.
mean, I have.
He's all starting to crave his drug.
No,
He thought he was going to be able to use before now. It's been a couple hours.
People in my business.
Right. So that is a name you use on social media sometimes?
He's just trying to get put in his fucking isolation shit so he can shit it out.
Last name, so.
Yep, look at him.
Yeah.
Does that
Knucklehead.
mean anything to you? That's special to you? Like, how'd you come up with that?
It's just random.
Okay. So you're on Whisper, and what were you looking for on Whisper? Just guy, girl?
It's just to meet somebody, have a friend,
And so how did you connect with Bailey?
just talking. Maybe just talking and just hit it off and just kept talking.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you talk about?
Sports, her moving from Cali to here, family, brothers, sisters, pets, food we like, everything.
How long were you talking?
Is he hunchback?
Like a week and a half.
Damn, he's got a weird fucking
And
shape.
when did the conversation change to actually getting together?
A couple of days ago.
How did that, maybe did she invite you, or did you say you wanted to see her?
Both.
Can you tell me a little more about how it all came together?
She said that, I'm really cool, and I said she's really cool, and maybe we can hang out. And she said, you're a sweet guy. You know, I said, you sound like you're sweet too, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then how did you find out about that house?
She told me
What'd she say?
that she was living there, and, with her mom, and I guess her mom, she said, went away or whatever. And I was going to bring her watch the football game.
What football game?
Steelers and the Ravens.
Okay.
And then it just turned into a fucking nightmare.
He said it just turned into a fucking nightmare. Is that what he said? Hold on.
The football game.
We're gonna watch a football game. It's hard to understand him. That's what he says. We're gonna watch a football game. It turned into a fucking nightmare. Hold on.
And with her mom, and I guess her mom, she said, went away or whatever. And then I was going to bring her watch the football game.
What football game?
Steelers and the Ravens. And then it just turned into a fucking nightmare.
Steelers and Ravens. It just turned into a fucking nightmare.
She didn't feel you?
I mean, a little child, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I had no plan to go over there and having sex with her. I had no kindness or nothing. I mean, I brought food to eat with her and snack. That's all I planned on knowing.
Right. Did you tell her you were going to bring those foods?
Yeah.
What foods?
He's got a big evil looking hand, huh?
And I brought a candy.
Like if a person was a hamster, like that's how his hand looks, like a hamster hand. He's got a big, giant, weird, gross hand.
Bar.
What was the candy bar? I don't know.
It was chocolate caramel because she said she likes caramel. Something like that.
Yeah. So you said you were going to do, you said...
Can we talk about that real quick? Let's look it up again. Okay, John Dupee. Let's just look him up real quick because I got a thing to say about that I didn't say. Let's check it out. Once again, shout out to Walls, John Dupee Uncut. But I got a thing to say about his original approach that I wanted to, that I forgot to mention. Okay, watch him walk up.
My sister just got back in the car.
Oh, okay. Just go through the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, watch how he's swinging this bag of goodies. Let's talk about that. How he's swinging this bag of goodies. Watch him. He's not being particularly careful of this bag. Look at it. Think about this, guys. What is in this bag right here, right now, okay? He's got Cheetos. Most likely right here. Cheetos, okay? And then he's got a big ass tea. Okay, I don't remember if it's Snapple or what. Big ass tea. You know, big one, like a 32 ouncer, okay? And then a big ass Cadbury caramel chocolate bar, I think, right? Okay. If you had those 3 items in one bag, straight up, I'd be worried about that chocolate bar getting broken up. Okay. And I would worry about that, you know, breaking that Cheetos bag. But not so much about the Cheetos bag. It's like the interaction of the fucking big ass drink and the big ass chocolate bar and like breaking it, right? You take care of that. They take care of that at the store where it doesn't get broken. When you buy it, it's not broken. If you say, oh, this one is broken, they will try to get you another one. Or like they'll mark it down or some bullshit, you know? But anyway, watch him. Watch him carelessly with this chocolate.
What'd you bring? What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got?
Just carrying it. Whatever,
Show me.
bitch. Let me see. Oh, I got the shit set up. Let me watch it.
Shit.
Pull that shit out, baby. Look at that. Bitch, I got some chips. Check this out. What else do I got?
What's in it?
Snapple, you fucking slut. Watch this. What else, bitch? Ow, your
Thank you.
shit. Caramel chocolate, baby. The Target size. The size you buy at Target. You fucking bitch. Now what? Let me investigate you. You fucking slut. Look how my hair is combed.
Nice to finally see you.
What's up?
This is crazy.
What's up, girl? She's like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun. I have a hoodie on. She looks like she's about to go sail a boat in like Newport Beach. You know what I mean? She's like gonna go sail a boat. Sorry.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't know, I've never done this. Have you?
No.
Have you? No, never met anybody I didn't know before based on some bullshit I said on the chat.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
Hug, oh, I'm a monster.
No.
Nope.
Hey, boo.
Hey.
But anyway, you guys get it.
You were going to do these things for her and you followed through and you did it.
Yeah.
So when you talked about having sex with her, that's kind of why, you know, we see that you followed through with some of the things you were saying you were going to do. So that's why we're a little concerned. You said you were going to bring the chips and the iced tea and you did.
Damn.
You said you wanted to be inside her. So it's just hard to...
I wasn't gonna have sex with her.
Do you talk like that with other girls?
No.
Have you
I
ever?
really don't even, I'm not even on there much, you know? Like, I'm gonna, I swear to God, I'm not. I mean, I'm on Facebook with friends and stuff, but you know, but that's
Yeah.
it.
You are on Facebook.
Yeah. All I do is worry about my little boy, and I'm at the library every day trying to find a new job.
Did you send her those photos?
Damn.
Yeah.
And then,
Get him, Beth. Get her, Beth. Get him, Beth. Sorry, I'm gonna rewind that a little. Beth is fucking punching out. Bam. Hold on, she's punching him out. I'm just gonna let it play.
I'm not on there much, you know?
Bam.
Like,
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna-
not on there much? I'm Beth. I'm Beth. The lady that's responsible for being the main cop. Watch her, watch her.
you are on Facebook.
Yeah. All I do is worry about my little boy, and I'm at the library every day trying to find a new job.
Did you send her those photos?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Focus.
And then
Tearing it up.
these messages right here. Are those you? Is that you're just calling to follow? Or is that on a social media app?
Yeah, it's on the phone.
You had 2 phones on you.
Yeah.
So which phone were those text messages on?
The smartphone, because it's easier to text on.
Mm.
The other one is like a prepaid, the state phone.
Okay.
He's got 2 phones. I didn't know that.
Why do you have 2 phones?
One is my prepaid with minutes.
Okay.
The other one's that I hooked up. I just use it for Wi-Fi and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because my prepaid, I don't get Wi-Fi. And like apps and stuff, like Facebook, you know, my email, everything. The other one I get all my apps and stuff, so that's why I use that too.
What a crackhead. He smokes crack. I'm not going to say he smokes crack, but he smokes crack. He smoked crack. If he doesn't smoke crack, he's smoked crack. I'm going to say it's like this, bro. Like, if you have smoked crack, like, it's not the same thing as, like, if you're smoking crack. You know what I mean? Oh, my Lord. And I think he is, I believe he has been a smoking crack at this point in his life. You know, the way he's describing his circumstances and everything, and the way he's breaking it down. Yeah, it's come to that. Crack smoking.
Do you see on here what makes us concerned about your intent?
Yes, I did.
And this girl told you how old was she? What did she tell you?
I'm about to turn 14.
She was still 13.
Mm-hmm.
Did she send you a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And what did she look like?
13.
Did she look 13?
Like 17.
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Did you tell her that? Did she look older?
I don't know if I said she was older. I said she talks, you know, really.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she have to tell you more than once that she was 13?
Yeah, she told me once.
And did you believe her?
Not at first. No.
But then what?
Dude, look how bent his back is, man. Look how on speed this guy is. Look at him. How hard he's torquing his back. I'm going to show it. He's bending the shit out of his spine. I want to just kick him in the shoulders. Like, bam, just have somebody kick him right here in the back. And they fucking, like, put, like, a big old board across his shoulders. Rah, and just jerk his spine
Did she tell
straight.
you more than once that she was 13?
Yeah, she told me once.
And did you believe her?
Not at first. No.
But then what?
I mean, I really still had, you know, doubts. I mean, I don't know. You know, so a lot of people lie on there, you know. So.
When you showed up tonight, did you believe she was 13?
That didn't even look like her.
No.
No.
What did you think when you saw the girl?
That it wasn't her.
And why'd you stay?
Well, I didn't really get a chance to talk to her. She went in the other room.
Yeah. She laid out the gifts that you brought her.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for a hug.
Something like that, yeah, just like, you know, I asked everybody for a hug when I first met them.
Okay, then why? Hold on. Then why? He says he asks everybody for a hug when he first meets them. Let's examine that. I'm sorry, guys, for cutting it right there. Let's talk about that.
You asked for a hug.
Something like that, yeah, just like, you know, I asked everybody for a hug when I first meet them.
I ask everybody for a hug when I first meet them. Let's examine his meeting with Chris Hansen. Watch this. Let's see. Does he ask for a hug here? Let's see. Does he ask for a hug?
Hey, Boo. Hey. Have a seat right around that stool right there in front of us.
No.
Right there, please.
He did not ask Chris for a hug. He asked everybody for a hug when he first meets them, but not Chris.
Okay. Set the phone down, please. What is your plan here tonight?
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
Bailey.
He's still not hugging him. We're going to examine this, guys. Is that true?
Whisper.
Whisper.
Hmm?
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
He lies. 1 year. Hold on, let's just let's move this forward.
Besides, have you done
I know
this with
attention,
somebody who's
Lily.
13, 14 years old?
No.
Because
You're
with the
30,
full
how old are
story,
you?
just go to John Dupee Uncut from Walls. We're going to get there if you want this.
She says 13. You say, you're not 13.
No, hold
and
on.
that
We're just going to
you-
see.
There was...
And then you... Talk about spending.
I have some.
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
like that in the back.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. No, he didn't ask that guy to fucking hug him. Let's see. Nope, he doesn't ask this camera guy to hug him. Or Ron Knight. Nope. Nope, doesn't ask him for a hug. Let's see. Nope. Let's see, does he ask them for a hug? No. He's a liar.
You do?
That was necessary.
Yeah. And if you see somebody you know,
Someone, but you said you didn't, she looked like someone you knew.
you know,
So let's go that way. When you got there, did you think that she was Bailey?
I didn't know.
You're still willing to be open to the fact that might be Bailey.
Well, I was trying to look at her, you know, and talk to her more, but I wasn't able to. That's when everything turned into a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. But before the nightmare was laying out the chips and the icy and candy bar. And she was looking at you and she was excited and happy. And it didn't seem like you don't look like Bailey. You actually asked for a hug.
What is this? Doesn't it look like he has like a twin on his back or something? Like he's got like a backpack under his shirt? He is super hunchback. Look at that. That's his ribs, if you look. He's hunched over like a football man. Doesn't he look weird? His skeleton is weird. I want to like just kick him in the back. Bam! And just like kick him in the chest at the same time like Ninja Turtles. Like one of them's like kicking him with both feet and both shoulders. And then this one has just got both feet pushed together through the center of his back. Grow! And just snap his back straight up. You know? John Dupee, you fucking druggo.
I mean, I assumed it was her, but I mean, I looked at her, and she did look different, you know. I mean, I was assuming it was her, you know.
Wait, what did he say? She didn't have a dick or nothing? Hold on.
You don't look like Bailey. You actually asked for a hug.
I mean, I assumed it was her, but I mean, I looked at her, and she did look different, you know.
What the fuck? Does he say... Okay, hold on. Let's one more time that one. Does he say she didn't have... You know, I looked at her and she didn't have a dick or anything. Hold on.
And candy bar. And she was looking at you and she was excited and happy. And it didn't seem like you don't look like Bailey. You actually asked for a hug.
I mean, I assumed it was her, but I mean, I looked at her, and she did look different, you know. I mean, I was assuming it was her, you know. I just had the phone with her, so. But she did look different a little bit.
If she wanted to have sex tonight, would you have?
No.
Why not?
For one, I had really doubts of even knowing her, honestly. But, I mean, I did go there to watch, you know, hang out or whatever. But I swear on my little boy, I wasn't going to have sex with her. I really wasn't.
Well, then help us understand this.
What, they just texting?
Yeah, what you were saying to her. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's right, why you're confused. Let's go to the party. About you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
Yeah, I know. I should never said much to be sure that.
And you talking about wanting to make her calm.
I know. That was just wrong.
What did you think that, like, what is she supposed to read from that? Like,
Well, I mean, honestly, when I was talking to her, I mean, I was hoping that there was a chance that, you know, that she, it was just...
See how he keeps doing like a thing with his hands and like touching his head and like looking at his hands and fumbling his hands. If he had his phone on him, that would just like be his thing. That's because that's become his thing. Like when he's like uncomfortable, he like holds his hands together and like stares at his hands and fumbles his hands. That's exactly what he's doing. But if you put a phone in there, it looks like he's like always playing with his phone. But it's like that's become like what people do, and it's like it's kind of a caricature. John Dupee and his situation here, like how people are when you confront them, like you know what I mean, like and they're staring at their hands and playing with their phone, and I don't know. That's kind of becoming like a normal thing. You know, a lot of people are guilty that are watching. You know what I mean, staring at their hands when they're uncomfortable. This is what you look like, guys, and that's what the lesson here is of To Catch a Predator. You know what I mean? I think a part of it at least. Don't be this way. You know, don't look like this. Look how they are. Bam! Look at them.
I don't even know why I said that to her.
Because you were kind of hoping that it was going to happen.
No.
No? You were just going to stay there.
No, I wasn't even planning on having sex with her.
No.
I didn't bring condoms, nothing. I bought food.
Do you ever have sex without condoms?
What's that?
Do you ever have sex without condoms?
Just my son's mom.
So the answer is yes, then.
Yeah, my son's mom. But we were together for a while.
And there's ways to make girls come without having sex. So you're talking about wanting to make her come because her ex-boyfriend couldn't.
Damn.
Is that at all part of the plan?
No, I didn't have no plans of that tonight.
Do you think that a girl that you text like this thinks you're gonna have sex? Is this the way you're talking to her before you show up?
I mean, we didn't talk about having, when I was going over to tonight, nothing about having sex.
When did these messages happen?
A couple of days ago, when I first knew, a couple of days after we started talking.
But isn't it true that today is the first opportunity that she had to be alone?
I don't know. She told me that her parent, her mom went away. I mean, I don't know.
So I mean, her mom wasn't away.
But I mean, I don't know if she had prior opportunities, you know, to be alone. I never really asked her.
No?
No.
Do you think she would have invited you over to hang out and watch the football game if her mom was home?
No.
Why?
I mean, because a guy, you know.
A guy, and what else?
And she's there with her mom, and well, I mean, my age too.
I would say that would be a biggest factor.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
About 40.
40.
And how old did you tell her you were?
30.
Did you tell her that in there?
Yeah, I lied about my age because I didn't know she was lying about hers.
Well, usually, I don't know, I mean, maybe I come from a different generation. And usually when people lie about their age, they usually say they're older than they are, right?
Yeah, you just.
Not usually, people don't usually say they're younger than they are. Do they? Except for a man who's 40 and wants to have sex with a girl, I'd say he's younger.
I mean,
People always lie and say they're younger than they are.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely talked about her age. So there was no disputing that she was clearly explaining to you that she was not yet 14, she was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew you were going to a 13-year-old's house where her mom was not home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know you had engaged in conversation with her by text, talking about what you wanted to do to her sexually.
But I wasn't even agree with that.
I mean, but even just the talk.
I like that they do the toilet paper right there for tissue. You know, oh, you need a tissue. Some people keep a tissue box. Some departments, you know. But that's a strategy right there. Is like, we don't care about you at all. You know what I mean? And so here's your toilet paper, bam. You know, and it's a strategy. I'm not saying I've ever held somebody for ransom or anything like that, but like, if you're like trying to tell them, I don't care about your life at all, you know, anybody, right? If you're trying to tell anybody for any reason, your life is stupid to me, I don't give a shit, you put some toilet paper right there for them to wipe their tears, dog. What's up? You know what I mean? Here's where you go number one and number two. I wonder what they did to him for his bathroom. Because he had to go somewhere to the bathroom. I'll bet they fucking made him seem all desperate and weird. It's like there was a toilet, but there was no toilet paper, and so he had to ask if he had to use toilet paper. So that made him like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, they fuck with fools like this. You bitch ass with your bald ass head.
Don't need to believe you weren't gonna do it.
I wasn't.
Who convinced us?
Sure, I was just going over to have some fool where I lost the game.
Do you see something wrong with just that part though? What if she was just 13 and wanted to just hang out, you know, what if she was just all over you? And there's no parents there and you could have spent the whole night there. I mean, isn't that dangerous for you?
What did you tell your sister you were doing? Because I doubt if you told her you were meeting at 13.
Damn, he wants to hit a fucking crack big time. He wants a fucking hit or something, you know what I mean? He's like, shit, I'm fucking coming down. I could come up with all the answers. Leave me alone for a minute so I can get to my butthole stash and fucking, I'll have all the answers for you motherfuckers. You know, straight up. That's why he's sitting like that.
I was going hang out with a girl.
She drove you from Norwalk to Fairfield?
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you tell her?
He's trying not to, straight up, he's trying not to shit out his package that he has up his ass. Because he's going into the system correct with a bunch of drugs like he's been fucking planning and, you know, understanding for a while. He has a tube of dope in his butthole. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for the graphic nature of that, but let's play it.
I thought I was going to call her. You had me pick me up.
How old's your sister?
28.
She's good to you like that? She'll go back home to Norwalk and come back to Fairfield and pick you up?
Yes, she hasn't. I mean, we're close.
What would you do if you came home after you told your son you were going out for 20 minutes? And you came home and there was a 30-year-old guy sitting next to your son who's 10, not too much younger than this girl.
Damn.
What does that say to you?
Let's talk about that line. Nobody ever talks about that. Let's listen to that again. Listen to this this male interrogator. I'm always listening to Miss Beth, but this is intense. I don't see a lot of inspection of this guy, and I would call for more looks at this guy and his chat log and stuff, because I don't have to, I'll look sometime, but straight up from what I see, he's terrible. Listen to this male cop right here though. Listen to him. And watch his reaction, but listen to this male cop talking hella sense. Watch him.
Why don't you just hang out, you know, what if she was just all over you? And there's no parents there and you could have spent the whole night there. I mean, isn't that dangerous for you?
What did you tell your sister you were doing? Because I doubt if you told her you were meeting a 13-year-old girl.
Yes, I was going to hang out with a girl.
She drove you from Norwalk to Fairfield?
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you tell her about getting a ride?
I thought I was going to call her. You had me pick me up.
How old's your sister?
28.
She's good to you like that? She'll go back home to Norwalk and come back to Fairfield and pick you up?
Yes, she hasn't. I mean, we're close.
What would you do if you came home after you told your son you were going out for
All right, I can't help it, man. Let's look real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it.
Sure, I was just going over to have some fool where I lost the game.
Do you see something wrong with just that part though? What if she was just 13 and wanted to just hang out, you know, what if she was just all over you? And there's no parents there and you could have spent the whole night there. I mean, isn't that dangerous for you?
What did you tell your sister you were doing? Because I doubt if you told her you were meeting a 13-year-old girl.
Look at right here. Look at that hairline, dude. That's where it's going there, John Dupee. Look at that's where it is. Look at. You can see that shit in infants too. Like when you see their pictures, they actually have male pattern baldness. It's crazy. From when they're infants, like you can see it where it grows in first. Like it grows in here, and then it starts to grow and they're all soft, but it's like really thick through here, and that's how they're gonna go bald later. But look at him. That's how he's going bald right here, guys. But anyway, let's play it.
I was going to hang out with a girl.
She drove you from Norwalk to Fairfield?
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you tell her about getting a ride?
I said I was gonna call her and have me pick me up.
How old's your sister?
28.
She's good to you like that? She'll go back home and all and come back to her and pick you up.
Listen to this cop. He's badass.
What would you do if you came home after you told your son you were going out for 20 minutes? And you came home and there was a 30-year-old guy sitting next to your son who's 10, not too much younger than this girl. Huh? What does that say to you? Anything?
I know what you're saying.
What would you believe that guy to be doing? You ever done this before?
You know, sir. I never had no girlfriend in it.
No?
No? Never.
Have you tried and it just hasn't happened?
No.
So what's going on in your life that you reached out for someone now?
I mean, I just hit it off with her and just, I mean, I don't know.
Is this a recurring problem for you, reaching out to younger girls?
No. No, not at all, I swear.
Did you know what was wrong?
No, no.
We'll have to start.
You on probation?
No, sir.
Is your case and all completed?
No.
It's still going through court?
Yeah.
Is your son with his mom tonight?
Please help me.
Well, how can we help you? Tell us how we can help you.
Damn. He's tripping. They're breaking him down. They're like, hey, where's your son right now? Is your son with his mom? Da 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 da. And he goes, please help me. Watch him. This fucking bald ass patch right here. Hold on.
Please help me.
Please help me.
How
Hold
can
on.
we help you?
How can we help you? Watch.
No.
I'll let it play. I'll let it play.
Did you know what was wrong?
No.
We'll have to start.
You on probation?
No, sir.
Is your case and all completed?
No.
It's still going through court?
Yeah.
Is your son with his mom tonight?
Please help me.
Well, how can we help you? Tell us how we can help you.
Look at him. He fucking completely collapsed into his own hands. Look at him. Please help me. And they're like, how can we help you? How can we do this and that? Watch him. Look at his bald ass head. Look at him. No offense if you're bald or whatever, but don't try to pull off this look. It doesn't look good.
Is your son with his mom tonight?
Please help me.
Well, how can we help you? Tell us how we can help you. Did you go to counseling?
I got connected counseling.
For drugs?
Yeah. For addiction.
No. We don't know that, but maybe for anything else. You can talk about anything else.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you need to talk about anything else, though? Or this was just a one-time thing that's never gonna happen again.
No, I want to talk to Kelly. I know, I'm never talking. No, no.
Oh shit, he's coming down big time. He's mumbling. Look at him.
What other sites do you talk to strangers on? What's her and what else?
That's it.
Really?
She already knows he chats a bunch when he's high.
Friends on Facebook.
You talk to strangers though?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Do you accept people that you don't know?
No.
What's your Facebook name?
My name's John Dupee. I don't know. Facebook's all gossip. I go once in a while and see when I talk to my little boy. That's it.
Is he crying or what?
Going to child pornography?
Is it?
You ever looked at any child porn?
No.
I would love to see his face when she asked that question. Have you ever looked at any child porn? You know how I said that there was like a bunch of camera angles that are out there that we don't have access to? That's one of them. Have you ever looked at any child porn? Let's watch that. There's a look directly at his face and her face when they say these lines. Let's watch them and I'll be quiet. I promise.
I know, I'm never talking. No.
What other sites do you talk to strangers on? What's her and what else?
That's it.
Really?
My friends on Facebook.
You talk to strangers though?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Do you accept people that you don't know?
No.
What's your Facebook name?
My name's John Dupee. I don't know. Facebook's all gossip. I go once in a while and see when I talk to my little boy. That's it.
You going to child pornography?
Is it?
You ever looked at any child porn?
No.
So if we were looking at your phone, so we're gonna find stuff on there? Maybe saved pictures of young girls or
Yeah.
boys or anything?
Yep. There's nothing on there. I never looked at anything. I swear to God.
So what's going on in your life that this happened now?
I mean, I've been single, lonely. I hit it off with her.
He looks like he's like playing the harmonica, like in the '60s though, like during the hippie thing, like they're wee woo woo, wee woo woo, wee woo wee woo. It's like Bob Dylan or some shit, or like Neil Young, and he's like playing the fuck out of the harmonica. I'm gonna let it play. I promise. I'm not gonna keep making this joke, but watch he like plays the harmonica with his lies. Or there you go. Wee woo. Watch him playing the harmonica. I wanna live. I wanna give. Look at him.
There's nothing on there. I never looked at
My
anything.
boy's playing the fuck out of the harmonica of deception, I guess.
What's going on in your life that this happened now?
I mean, I've been single, lonely. I hit it off with her. And that was it. I've been single for.
It looks like he's like
You said
trying to
you
eat
You got along with her. You guys really hit it off. So
like
you
a
go
corn,
to your man.
like a
We're going
weird
over
fucking
to a
vegetable
13-year-old girl's house with no parents there
that nobody knows how to eat.
to just hang out and watch football.
Yes, I was.
But there's something majorly wrong with that. Do you see that?
Yeah,
I think
yes,
it's
I did.
dangerous. Dangerous for the little girl. Is it ever okay for a 4-year-old stranger to be allowed into a 13-year-old little girl's house with no one else home? What would you think if you heard about that on the news? Like, oh my God, this 13-year-old girl let in a 40-year-old stranger into her house to hang out. Would you consider that dangerous?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But then we throw on the fact that you're telling her that you're going to make her come, and you want to feel on the inside of her. You throw that on top of that. really wrong situation of just going to hang out with one of them. I think you gotta kind of come to terms with that. And kind of admit that you would have had sex with her if she was into it.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't
I don't
have.
think you were gonna like hold her down and rape her. And I don't think anyone.
Yeah, nobody thinks you're gonna hold her down and rape her.
But I think if she was a 13-year-old that was into you, you would have been okay with that.
No, I wouldn't have had sex with her. I wouldn't have.
What would have stopped you? She's all over you.
I would have just told her I can't do it.
What would you have done?
I would just said I can't do it, you know, and just tell her.
What if she was like, well, why didn't you say those things to me by text? That's why you're here. That's why she wanted you to come over.
I would have just gone around it. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have. I was not gonna have sex with that girl. I wasn't.
You had no way out of there. You had no car you could drive over there. You're
And
planning on spending the night, right?
no, I was gonna get picked back up.
You told Chris Hansen you were gonna spend the night.
You know, I was gonna get picked back up.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, downstairs, what was they said your sister will call your sister and she comes and gets you?
Yeah, she was gonna come get me.
Back tonight?
Mm-hmm. Well, my brother we were doing from getting.
That's if you didn't stay over, because you said in the house that you were hoping to stay over. That's what you said.
Or did you guys communicate that? You and Bailey, did you guys talk about you spending the night?
No.
No. That will make that big a difference, but
Listen, there's no plausible explanation for a 40-year-old man to wait and be in a house with a 13-year-old girl when there's no parents home. There's only one reason for a guy to do it, and that's for sex. So you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but you're fine. You're lying to yourself. You don't lie to us. We know why you were there. You're lying to yourself. Admit it to yourself, and let's get on with it. Because there's no other reason for you to be there.
I wasn't gonna have
You're
sex
gonna have
with her.
no. You could sit and watch a football game with your son, can't you? Can't you?
Damn.
And
Steelers and the Ravens. Steelers and the Ravens with your son, John Dupee. You piece of shit. Hold on, let's watch him.
Only on Sundays.
Okay, so on Sunday you could sit around and watch a football game with your son and bring him a chocolate bar and all the other stuff that you brought over.
You
there.
bring that for your son, chocolate bar and all that shit, pop in a bar.
Absolutely.
John Dupee, you
No,
piece of
you're
shit.
supposed to come to Fairfield from Norwalk on a rainy Thursday night to sit down with a 13-year-old girl whose parents were home to do what? To do what?
Look
Yeah.
at Beth. Hey, look at Beth. She keeps it real the whole time. I want to play it back a little. Because watch this fool tearing it up. I've been talking over him. And that's why I'm really rewinding this. But watch Beth. Well, this fellow, this other cop, he just tears it down. I'm not trying to take away from what he does or anything. That fool's fucking dope. Whoever this cop is, that's with Beth here. I just know Beth because, I don't know. It's the stars of the show. I don't know. She's a good cop. I don't know. Boom.
and kind of admit that you would have had sex with her if she was into it.
No, I wasn't. I wouldn't
I
have.
don't think you were gonna like hold her down and rape her, and I don't think anyone believes that. But I think if she was a 13-year-old that was into you, you would have been okay with that.
No, I wouldn't have had sex with her. I wouldn't have.
What would have stopped you? She's all over you.
I would have just told her I can't do it.
What would you have done?
I would just said I can't do it, and just tell her.
What if she was like, well, why didn't you say those things to me by text? That's why you're here. That's why she wanted you to come over.
I would have just gone around it. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have. I was not gonna have sex with that girl. I wasn't.
You had no way out of there. You had no car you could drive away with. You're
And
planning on spending the night, right?
no, I was gonna get picked back up.
You told Chris Hansen you were gonna spend the night.
I was gonna get picked back up.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, downstairs, what was they said your sister will call your sister and she comes and gets you.
Yeah, she was gonna come get me.
Back tonight?
Mm-hmm. Well, my brother we were doing from getting.
That's if you didn't stay over, because you said in the house that you were hoping to stay over. That's what you said.
Or did you guys communicate that? You and Bailey, Did you guys talk about you spending the night?
No.
No. That doesn't make that big a difference, but
Listen, there's no plausible explanation for a 40-year-old man to wait and be in a house with a 13-year-old girl when there's no parents home. There's only one reason for a guy to do it, and that's for sex. So you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but you're fine. You're lying to yourself. You don't lie to us. We won't lie to you. You're lying to yourself. Admit it to yourself, and let's get out of it. Because there's no other reason for you to be there.
I wasn't gonna have
You're gonna
sex
have,
with her.
no, you could sit and watch a football game with your son, can't you? Can't you?
Not tonight, no.
Any other night.
Only on Sundays.
Okay, so on Sunday you could sit around and watch a football game with your son and bring him a chocolate bar and all the other stuff that you brought over there, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you? You could, absolutely. But no, you chose to come to Fairfield from Norwalk on a rainy Thursday night to sit down with a 13-year-old girl whose parents were home to do what? To do what? Be honest. To do what? No. To do what?
To chill and watch the
To
football
do
game
what?
with her.
No, not to chill and watch the ball game with her. To eventually have sex with her.
I wasn't
you were
gonna...
hugging her within the first minute you're in the house. You're trying to hug her. You're pushing yourself on her right in front of us. She didn't want to hug you. She didn't do anything to indicate she wanted a hug from you. You went at her. Do you even realize that?
All I did was ask her for a hug.
Right, but you're...
Let's walk it back, guys. Here's a little bit from the chat. Shit. If you just broke up with your man, then you've had sex more recent than me. Cause I haven't any. I don't know why I'm doing that. Fucking. This is Johnny Santoro, okay? He's saying, like, oh shit, if you had sex with your man, you've had sex more quickly than me. And she goes, am my ass off? Ha ha, yeah, July. We were already broke up. But, though, why not one more time? Oh, she's saying that she quit her boyfriend, but they did it one more time. Ha hell yeah, field goal. Smiley face. You're bad. I don't know. This, I'm not going to say anything about this, okay. Tongue face. LOL, it's just sex. You're bad. That again. Okay, wait. Yeah, it is LOL, and that's exciting to him. That's why there's 3 quick ones. Yeah, it is LOL. I like that answer, LOL, because I see it the same way, LOL. Shit, I love it, LOL. See how he's doing 3 quick ones? He's all excited. People make way too much out of shit sometimes. Yup. That dude and Kelly definitely lost on you. As beautiful and blazing you are, shaking my head. Thank you. Seriously? A guy as cute as you? Saying that to me? That's fucking awesome. Like, my face is going all kinds of red. Wow, good. I hope your face is, cuz you're blazing shit. I'll say it again, Oh, well, it is. Oh my fucking god. Now I look dumb. Already smiling. Oh, stop. You don't look dumb. Yeah, oh, stop. You don't look dumb. You look beautiful with it. No, remember that, cuz you are for real. Don't give a fuck what any corny ass dudes say, cuz you are blazing. Thanks. You just remember the same when those dumb hoes ignore you. They're fucking up, real talk. Shit, when I wish I was that dope. That day in July with you and Callie shaking my hand. LOL, TY with a question mark. Wait, no, that's like a fucking laughing gun, nigga. A laughing gun with a Johnson Toro. Yeah, a lot of chicks on her. A real wife for real. That would've been awesome. Yeah, would've. Ha ha! Wink your face. Shit, fucking blush smile. Oh my god. I think she's almost done. Who buys you amount of shit she did for a 5-day trip? Oh my god, I think she's almost done. Buy that more shit. I'll make a fit. LOL. You go home with that? Nah. She can be eating shop for food while she gone. I'm like, leave $100, I can feed myself. Shit.
Getting physical, and you're trying to tell us, no, I wasn't going to do anything. I just want to hang out and watch the football game. Well, you were getting physical with her in the first 60 seconds you were in the house.
No, I was just saying like hello, you know, like a hello
She's
hug.
a little baby. She's a 13-year-old little girl. Who does that? And talks about sex with her like that. After you even see the picture of her. She's a little girl. Do you see that in the pictures? Do you see she's a little girl? Look. Does that look like a football buddy?
I have football buddies, but they're usually guys that are at the bar. John, listen. You need to admit things that you did to yourself and to us so that you can get on with your life. By sitting here and bullshitting us, which we're not believing, obviously, that you're there to watch a football game is crap. So if you want any chance of making a phone call and getting out of here tonight, tell us why you were really there, and then we'll get on with it.
I told you, I wasn't gonna have sex with her.
So you were lying in the text messages?
What?
Were you lying to her in the text messages then?
I didn't say I'm not doing anything with her.
Why did you text her those things?
You know what I think? I think he's inadequate. He couldn't have sex with her. Maybe he didn't want to have sex with her, you know, because he couldn't have sex with her, you know, she's afraid that she would probably want to, you know, would make him feel very low about himself. Probably make him feel worse. Is that your deal?
I wasn't gonna have sex with her. I don't even know why I said this thing.
Well, you got yourself in a bad situation, and the only way I can figure out if we're going to get any kind of, like, funneling toward help versus can't be hammered, is if you can take responsibility for why you were there and admit you have a problem. And then people can start helping. Because you say all these things by text behind the computer screen, where you put your body right there, and then now you say, oh no, it's not even do that, I just want to hang out.
Did I have a body?
It's like a block. It's a long history too, right? Which one was-
How were you out on your other case?
I can't really can PTA.
How were you out on your other case? Were you out on a PTA? Or a bond?
A real estate bond.
Well, either way, what is part of the condition of your bond? What is the condition of the bond? That you don't get arrested. Okay. If you're out on bond, you sign a form that says I will not get in trouble, I will not get arrested, correct?
I've never been in trouble before besides that, so I don't
Well,
know.
that's not the question. When you sign a bond to get out, you're signing that you will not get in trouble while you're out on bond. Yet here you are, getting arrested. So how can we let you out on a PTA when the bond says you shouldn't commit a crime? Plus, like Beth said, you want help, there's one avenue. You don't, you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. What are you trying to tell me? If you want to help yourself, we'll get you the help. We'll write it in the report, and when it goes to court, they can get you the help. If not, drug cases, this case, North Avenue is in your future. Is it going to be counseling or North Avenue? You decide.
What's my bond?
So we'll decide that ourselves, won't we? What would you like your bond to be?
Whose real estate bond was that? Your sister?
Damn.
Laura?
They They put a real estate bond up for him, his sister, their house. Damn, their house, his brother. Damn.
Well, what was it? How much?
140,000.
No, sales.
Because
Is there anything else you want to tell us? Anything else? What did your tattoo say? Everything happens for a reason.
Tell us what this reason is.
I'm sure you go. I'm not that guy.
But you always convince us that you're not. Until you say something to convince us. That's all we have to go on.
You said all those things, and we came to your door and knocked on your door and said, you're a bad guy because the way you're talking to this girl. You saying I would never have done anything with her, or never would have done anything like that, that's more believable because we're at your house. You never took the actual moves of coming to the 13-year-old. But you made a plan and you executed it to come to see this girl knowing she was alone, knowing her age, knowing what she looked like. Knowing you discussed having sex with her and teaching her.
Ugh.
Anything else you want to know?
Shoot. They're letting him just sit there and cry. That's great. Look at him.
Please help me so I can get out of here.
So we can please just get out of here.
Now my mom and my son love me. Probably not husband.
Stand up. Stand up and turn around.
Oh,
Behind your back.
there it is. Now you're under arrest for sure.
Again.
I'll take them like that. That's
I'll
fine.
just double up.
Officially.
All right, John, come on. We'll go upstairs.
Let's go, John.
Done.
Yep. And there you go, guys. I'll just say this. This is a fake picture, by the way. This is a Photoshop. How would he look if he shaved his head and put on, I guess, like a fucking... That's pretty good. That's like 2005, 2006, 2004. You know, somewhere on there, like that color shirt. That'd be pretty good. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Eat some food and just become alive again, John Dupee and whatever. And yeah, bless your heart. Oh, God, you're terrible. You know, probably you're gonna die soon, and it's cool. But at some point he was a different guy. I don't know. But John Dupee, he got what was coming to him.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us? Any weapons? Can I see this car?